This is Billy the Disney Guy, and today I'm going to rank a bunch of shows that aren't Disney. So, yeah, I did a Disney Channel tier list video, which you could check out here. This time we're just going to rank like a bunch of them. So, all the non-Disney Channel stuff. There's some like Disney-ish stuff here, but they're not Disney Channel, so yeah. So as I've seen a lot of things that aren't Disney, and I was like thinking about it, I was like, I've seen a lot of things that aren't Disney. So why don't I just put them all in a video? So yeah, so let's just get started. So first up, the Bates Motel. So yeah, this ain't Disney, that's for sure. Definitely more of an adult show. The show is a little crazy. I've actually, so I've watched the Psycho quadrilogy. I don't think many even know that it is a quadrilogy, first off. They don't even know that Psycho 2, 3, and 4 exist. And Psycho 2 is the best of the quadrilogy. I don't care what anyone says. Psycho 2 is better than the original. Psycho 3 might even be better than the original, though I feel like the writing is a little worse. It kind of falls apart at the end. But I still really enjoy it. So, and then Psycho 4 is like, it's alright. It's like, I feel like it's better on a first watch, because then when you watch it again, the prequel stuff really drags, because it's half sequel, half prequel, but yeah, I really like the Psycho franchise. Bates Motel is basically a prequel, but it's set in the modern day, and yeah, Vera Farmiga, like, she stole the show. Like, no disrespect to Freddie Highmore, but she really was that was just an amazing performance. So, but what Freddie Highmore did with Norman was incredible. So, I'm gonna put it up in A tier. So next up we have The Twilight Zone. So this is the oldest show on the list, and despite that, it is an amazing show. Really good stuff. Season 4, I feel like, is overlooked. It has the hour-long format, and there are a lot of great episodes in it. I'll just list like a few because there's just too many, but the After Hours, amazing. 22, Room for One More, honey. So, The Hitchhiker, and then season 4 you have In His Image, which kind of feels like an Outer Limits episode, which we'll get to that show. But what might honestly be the best episode in the season, On Thursday We Leave for Home, made very good use of its hour-long runtime, and it is set in 2021. So actually at the start of 2021 I actually watched it because I saw that it was set then, so that was kind of funny actually to see like what they thought of the future. That ending was also very heartbreaking. Like Number 12 Looks Just Like You, like that ending was so heartbreaking, I can't even watch that again. So He's Alive deals with the idea of prejudices and discrimination, and how one voice, one man, can just have everyone believe that like, oh, we're the minority, so we have to fight back, and how dictators rise to power. It's a very scary to think about how detrimental it is. It's like a virus. It spreads. Prejudices and discrimination can kill. And also Judgment Night. It's an episode where he has this recurring nightmare, and he has to suffer as they suffered, because they suffered at his hand. And it's just a really interesting look into like the fate, in terms of like God and all that. So I recommend it. It's a very haunting episode, very eerie, creepy, and it's just kind of terrifying, when you think about it. Equality of Mercy deals with the idea of mercy, and it's about an American lieutenant who wants to attack these soldiers and kill them, and then he ends up as a Japanese soldier attacking the American troops. So it ends up being kind of like a reversal, and I think through that they're able to show empathy and show mercy, like, because the war was ending. Like, why should we fight anymore? Like, we should just stop, since they knew it was ending. So they might as well just, mercy isn't weakness, So I really like that. Also, Miniature with Robert Duvall. His acting is incredible in this episode. I highly recommend it. He was also in The Outer Limits. Very good episode as well. Death Ship is an interesting look at the commander just not letting the people under him, like not letting them see the truth. You know, it's about hiding the truth, and like some people just don't want to see it. Highly recommend. Deals with a man going back to the concentration camp to relive, quote, his glory days, which he soon learns that those things weren't glorious. Then he finally realizes what, like, the horror that he did. And Rod Serling was able to tackle these things because he was Jewish, so it's good to see these social commentaries, you know, in the show, because it's very important, you know, especially, you know, back then, now, and in the future, because if we forget the past, then we're doomed to repeat it. Yeah, season 4 is actually, there's a lot of, it's more good than bad, so I'm gonna put this in a S tier. It's just incredible. I mean, great show, amazing. It's honestly peak TV. I don't care what anyone says. Not to say that TV is bad nowadays, because Bates Motel is pretty recent, but it really is just amazing. So, next up, the Twilight Zone 80s version. I feel like a lot don't even realize that there have been a lot of versions, but there have. And the 80s version is pretty good. It's definitely very 80s. I've seen most of it, so I feel like I can put it in here. Unlike the 2002 version, which I've only seen a few episodes, so either that would probably be maybe a B tier, maybe a C tier, if I've actually seen like enough of it. But yeah, there's a lot of good episodes in the 80s version. So, and then you have the new version, the reboot with Jordan Peele. Yeah, he does something different, you know, with his style, but like the narration definitely is a little different, but overall, I just didn't think it was that great. I'm going to put it in C tier. I mean, the last episode, I will say this. The last episode is like sort of like a sequel to Serve Man. Incredible. Easily the best episode. If you want to check out the Twilight Zone reboot, literally just check out the last episode. It is the best episode in the entire series. Like, that episode was incredible. That kind of saves the show a little bit. But, yeah, so next up we have The Outer Limits, the 60s version. It's compared often to the Twilight Zone. It took me a little while to get into it because it's just it's like a B level, you know, it's like a B level movie, you know. So I'm gonna put it in B tier. Yeah, that feels right. I mean, there are some really good episodes. The Zany Misfits honestly kind of felt like a Twilight Zone episode with that ending, a feasibility study, Demon with a Glass Hand, which I actually watched again. That was amazing on the second watch. That was even better. I don't think I was really like paying attention the first time because the second watch, good stuff, good television. And then we have the Twilight Zone, the Outer Limits 90s version, which it's been, a lot of these shows, like you could probably find them on YouTube or like on Roku channel or Tubi. You know, these different versions of these are like on something. But yeah, I would put it in A tier. I prefer the 90s version, but also there is like 7 seasons, so you know. Mackenzie Phillips was actually in an episode of this show. It was really good. So you should watch it. Because she like believes in aliens, which is funny because in this So Weird show, she's like didn't believe in that stuff. So yeah, check it out. Naruto, yay, anime. Yeah, so I'm gonna put it in A tier. It's a really good show. I'm gonna put it for now. I'll just put it here, but yeah. So Naruto is a very good anime. Actually, maybe I'll put it in B tier, actually. Yeah, that sounds right. The action is really good. So, yeah, it's really good. A lot of character development, good stuff. Naruto Shippuden, that belongs in A tier. It's just even better. I'll put it here for now. I don't know. But I really liked like the storyline. They did this whole storyline Shippuden, like the way they added more to it. Honestly, I feel like it kind of added to it. I didn't think it took away. Like when they just like added all this stuff and like about Naruto and Sasuke, and it was just like all this stuff. Lore! Lore! It was like, whoa. And then we have Boruto, which honestly is pretty good. I'm going to put it next to the original Naruto. It's a really good show. I mean, I think people need to respect this show more. I mean, they're like, oh, it's a new version. Now it's about Naruto's kid. But honestly, I have seen like most of it now. I still have to finish it, but I've seen enough that I'm like, B tier just feels right for it. Yeah, it's a really good show, guys. Come on. There's some really good action at times. There's some really good episodes. I really liked recently when I saw the I really liked the Mitsuki like story arc when he was like they were talking about like synthetics, are they really human? I was like vibing with that storyline. It kind of reminds me of like something that you talked about in like the Twilight Zone or something. Because if you know me, I love sci-fi. So anyway, Stranger Things. So this is a show that I literally just like finished. I finally got around to it. It's a show that I was like, another season coming out. Should I watch it? And I'm like, maybe. And then I finally watched it. And then as it got longer and longer, I was like, oh, it was more and more seasons. A little more. You really got to commit. But now felt like the right time now that we know it's ending next year. It's finally ending, guys. Like, it's finally the end. So yeah, I'm gonna put it in A tier. It's an amazing show. This might be a little low for some of y'all. You know, not S tier. Like it's S tier, but I don't know. I had to see the final season first. Maybe with that it'll go into S tier. I feel like it's a hot take to say that the last season was too long. I feel like it's a hot take, but I don't care. Like, it was a little long. Like, I feel like that last episode, I feel like it could have been trimmed down a little bit. Just a little bit. Like, not that it, like, I feel like the episodes are a little bit long, you know? I still think it's a very good show, and since it's so well done, I'm kind of okay with it, but I think maybe they should trim it down a little. I kind of hope this next season they don't get a 3-hour finale. Like, we don't need a 3-hour finale, guys. I know some of you are like, we need it, 3 hours. I'm like, calm down. This isn't like, why is this like Oppenheimer long? You know? But, not everything needs to be 3 hours. Anyway. So, The Mandalorian, I would say it started really good. The second season, good stuff. Like, it started, you know, it's just all the cameos. I was loving it. Third season, I stopped watching it. I got bored. But I'm still gonna put it, you know, I should put it at the bottom of A tier, I think. I kind of don't want to put it in B tier, because what the heck? I don't feel like that's the right thing to do. So let's just get it out of the way. Boba Fett. Let's just put it in C tier. The best part of Boba Fett was when Mando was in it. Enough said. Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm going to put it in B tier. Let's put it here. I think it was pretty good. I think it could have been better. It did feel kind of like a long movie. So, I don't know. I feel like if they went more into like the horror side of things, it would have been better. I kind of want to see Star Wars do more of that. You know, because they were like him realizing that Anakin is now like turned to the dark side, and like there was like a little bit of that, like he was having a nightmare. I feel like they should have went more into that. I guess because it's like supposed to be a family thing, so they can't really delve into it too much. But I feel like that would have been more interesting if we went more into like the psychological aspects. But anyway, Ahsoka, I'll just put it here. Yeah, so, Rosario Dawson was very good in it. We finally got to see Ezra again and everyone, but, I feel like it could have been better. I enjoyed it, but it could have been better. And now The Acolyte. I'm gonna put it definitely above Boba Fett. Boba Fett, I don't know what Boba Fett was. You know, should it be? Yeah, I'll leave it there. So, The Acolyte, hence kind of why I'm doing this video now, because we just got the finale, and the finale was definitely better than the previous episode. It was actually kind of a good finale. I kind of want a season 2, even though this show kind of got bad in the middle. It kind of was like, what's happening? Like, I feel like this show could have benefited from a longer runtime. A little longer, closer to Stranger Things. Maybe not like 2 hours, but like, you know, like an hour-long episodes maybe. Maybe the show could have benefited from that. Or instead of that, just do 45-minute episodes and have like 10 or 11, But anyway, Willow, this was canceled. I'm gonna put it in B tier though. Sure. It's annoying that it got canceled. They really should have added it to Netflix before they removed it from Disney Plus. Because I bet you it would have trended on Netflix, and then they would have got a second season and a third, and we would have saw like what was gonna happen next. If we actually if we had another season, maybe I would have like put it in A tier. But I don't know. It was weird, the music choices in the show. That was weird, but and like the way they were talking, it was like for like it's supposed to be set back in the day. I didn't like mind it too much, but it was weird. The Mysterious Benedict Society, another very good show that got canceled and removed. They should have had another season. Tony Hale was amazing. Anyway, I'll put it in B tier. It's a good show. It's good. Abbott Elementary. Let's go to the sitcoms. Yeah, I just watched the show. Loved it. So I'm putting it in A tier, guys. Definitely right next to Stranger Things. This is A-level comedy. So yeah, Janine and Miss Shimenti and just everybody, just like Barbara the Saint, like everybody is the best. Like though Ava could be a little annoying, she kind of funny sometimes though, so it's fine. We're getting another season in a couple months. I'm excited, y'all. Like, yes. Like, sitcoms are back. Speaking of sitcoms, we have another sitcom, Modern Family. I'm putting it in A tier. Right next to Abbott Elementary. Very good show. 11 seasons. They don't make TV like this anymore. So many seasons. Like, come on. That's why I love Abbott so much. It better keep going. Like, I want, like, at least 7 seasons. Like, I'm happy with that. But, yeah, now let's go on to some cartoons. Courage the Cowardly Dog. I'm going to put it in B tier. It's a solid children's horror show. I actually rewatched it like a year ago or so, and it was great. It was good times. There's some really good episodes. Yeah. Adventure Time. I'm gonna put it in A tier. Good show. Lots of lore. It was more of like slice of life cartoon in the beginning. They're just kind of fun and and then as it went on, it got more stakes. And there was also that stakes episode. Anyway, yeah, we also got the Distant Land spinoff, and which I didn't put any of that on here because I already have so many shows. But they're good times as well. I probably put the Distant Land, BMO, and B tier as the whole show, and then Fiona and Cake probably be B tier. I mean, we're getting another season, so I feel like that would maybe be A tier as one. I don't know. But regular show, so I'm going to put it next to Adventure Time. Feels right. We're getting a revival, y'all. Yay. Alright, so Victorious. I'm going to put it in B tier. I like Victorious. Good show. Okay, before we continue, I have to mention, I have seen Quiet on Set. And if you want to know about the horrors that shouldn't have happened, then you should check out Quiet on Set. I'm not going to speak much about it. I feel like everyone knows, but if you don't know, you might want to check out this documentary on Max. It's very enlightening, and it's very scary. It's very real, and this should never happen again. It's insane that it even happened, and let's just put that aside for a second, because let's just talk about these shows. These shows were meant for entertainment, so let's just try to disconnect the two if we can. So, iCarly, I like it. I guess next to Victorious, I'm trying to think. I'll put it there for now. We could think about it, and then we'll do the iCarly revival next. I'll put it below it. It feels right. I feel like that's a little weaker. I feel like I kind of liked it in the beginning, but I feel like the episodes are too short. It's kind of like The Acolyte. Maybe the episodes are too short. But with this show, I'm like, they're totally robbing us of content. I just feel like they're robbing us every week, so that's why I stopped watching. 22-minute episodes. Come on, not every show could do 22 minutes good. Abbott does 22 minutes great. iCarly needed like maybe 30-minute episodes. I think 30 would have been a much better spot for iCarly. I feel like the episodes should have been longer. I feel like they were like cutting parts of the episodes. Like, gotta be 22 minutes. I feel like they were cutting parts of it. They would just end abruptly. It's so annoying. Like, I can't. That's why I stopped watching it. I would like a movie though. So, to continue that cliffhanger. I didn't even get to that episode because, like I said, the episodes are too short. So next up, we have another sitcom, but this is another old show because I like some old shows. So, Lost in Space. This is from the 60s. I haven't seen the Netflix version yet. But it's a really good show. Jonathan Harris. He is so good at this. He is so funny. Oh my god. It became more of a sitcom as it went along. The Vegetable Rebellion episode is a fever dream. The one where they're hippies in space. And then also when they did Condemned in Space. That was a really interesting episode. Condemned in Space was really cool. But Lost in Space, I'm going to give it a solid B tier. It got canceled, which is a shame. It should have had another season. They never even returned home. They were still lost in space. It's a shame. The Robinsons family should deserve to get home, but they didn't get a final season to wrap it up. And this is years before streaming, so because if it happened now, maybe it would have got saved. If it has happened in the 90s, this show. But yeah. So, next we have more animated sitcoms. So we have The Simpsons. So, I'm going to give it a B tier. I like it. It's good. I didn't really watch the show growing up. I think I've seen it sometimes on reruns. I didn't really watch it, though. So I checked it out when Disney Plus came out. I checked out some more episodes. I like it, but it's not like, I don't know, it's not like my favorite thing. But then we have Bob's Burgers, which I'm going to put above The Simpsons. The movie was really fun. I really liked the movie. Simpsons movie was fun too, but yeah. Futurama. I like Futurama. I'm going to put it in an A tier. I love Futurama. It's my favorite. Family Guy. It's funny. I have a funny story to tell. I actually first watched Family Guy when I was like 10 or 11 on Adult Swim because it was on. I think because I would like wake up in the middle of the night and like because I would leave the TV on, and then at like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. I like watch some Family Guy, and then I would go to bed in like 30 minutes, and then like that happened a lot with Disney Channel too. Like they would do Disney Channel throwbacks, and I would go to bed, and then I'd wake up in the middle of the night because I leave the TV on. So then I would watch it, and I watch some throwbacks for like 30 minutes, and then I go to bed. And that's how I watched like parts of Xenon. Like I remember watching parts of it, and then I finally actually watched it one day, and then I was like, it was good. But Family Guy, I'm going to put it in C tier. Or is that too low? I feel like that's too low. Because I kind of thought it was the funniest thing ever. And then as I got older, I was like, it's not that funny. I feel like C tier is too low. I don't know. I'm going to put it at the bottom of B tier. I feel like C tier just seems so low. Because it can be really funny. Manifest. A tier. One of the best shows ever, y'all. Netflix saved it. Thank God. That was amazing. Oh, I would love a spinoff. I don't think we need it, though. I'm happy. But if we did get it, I totally would watch it. WandaVision! WandaVision! The best Marvel show ever! S tier! I'm doing it! S tier! I really like the whole sitcom angle that the show went for. And we're getting an Agatha show. I'm very excited. So Miss Marvel. I really liked Miss Marvel. Y'all didn't even watch it. It was like the lowest rated Marvel show. But I liked it, so I'm gonna put it in A tier. I like it. I would watch another season, but we ain't getting it. Resident Alien, a very quirky comedy starring Alan Tudyk, who voices a lot of animated characters. He is amazing in this show. It's on Netflix now, the first 2 seasons. All the seasons are on Peacock at the moment, but we're getting a 4th season. Yay! Resident Alien. Definitely watch it. Great show. I'm putting it here. I love it. You know I love my sci-fi. So, Spiderwick Chronicles. I'm putting it in B tier. I like it. It was one of those canceled Disney projects, and it ended up on the Roku channel, so it's free. You can go watch it. It's a good time. I would have watched another season, but I think it got canceled. So, SpongeBob, A tier. I love SpongeBob. The first 4 seasons are amazing, and then seasons 5 through 8 are like the Dark Ages, and then seasons 9 continue on. They got better. The new SpongeBob is better than the middle, but it's not as good as the original, which is fine. It's just different. I don't know. I like some of the new SpongeBob episodes. Like Squid Noir was fun. I like some of them. It's just, I don't know, it just feels different, you know? Old SpongeBob will live on. Infinity Train, A tier. I love Infinity Train. I wanted 4 more seasons and a movie. Come on. I think if we had that, maybe I would put it in S tier, but we don't. So, How I Met Your Father. Never seen the other one. How I Met Your Mother, since that's why it's not on here. I was going to watch it beforehand. I only watched it for Hilary Duff, and it was really fun. You don't really have to watch the other show, but I'm going to put it in A tier because I really did like it. And it's a shame that it got canceled. I really thought it was going to get another season, considering that I got another 20 episodes. And I was like, we're going to get a 3rd season with 20 episodes. Sitcoms are back. And they're like, it's canceled. And I'm like, no. Only Murders in the Building. A tier. Okay, I don't know why I put it in that. Oops. A tier. Alright, love that show. I watched for Selena Gomez and stayed for Martin Short and Steve Martin. What an amazing trio. Then I went back to watch some of their older movies like Father of the Bride, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Good scene. That one, you know that one scene. Give me my car. You know that one scene. I was like blown away by that scene. I was like, wow, what a scene, Steve Martin. Yeah, so this is the list. Let's see if I want to make any changes. I feel like that's good. Like I said, I feel like SpongeBob maybe would be S tier if it ended sooner, you know, because those Dark Ages were pretty dark. You know, there were a few episodes that I really liked. Like when SpongeBob was normal, that was funny. Stranger Things again would be S tier if I want to see the final season, maybe. Yeah, but otherwise, I think that's good. I think I'm happy with it. So, yeah. So that's the video. So make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see more. Make sure the bell icon is on for the notifications. And yeah, so this is the non-Disney shows. So yeah, I thought about doing this for a while, so I finally did it. So as you can see, a wide range of shows because I like so many different kinds of shows. Yeah, so anything from old TV to new TV, everything in between. Like, yeah, so yeah, so that's it. Bye.